Welcome, I'm Donna Dewberry, and I'm here with another Temu unveiling, some fun selections I made this time. And I just want you to know a little bit about Temu. I'm getting where I've ordered some things, I try out some things, finding out it's a great price. You can't beat the price. Everything comes in about 10 days, and then if there's anything wrong, you tell them and they credit your account $5 for going through the inconvenience. So there's a lot of good things that I found out. And a lot of you who have been following me with my Temu venture have seen that it's reputable. I like to come on myself and share with you the things that I found help us in our one-stroke painting world and some of our personal world. And so with the prices, the convenience of doing the shopping, a lot of those things make a difference in our life. So I want you to know you can't beat these prices. They're crazy good. I mean, from my friend who gets the diamond dot little keychains and things, it keeps her busy all during the week, and she loves it every morning. That's what she does. So I wanted to share my eyes to do something that small, I'm not so sure about. All right. And I do have a little boo-boo, so I hope that you forgive me for that, but let me show you some things I thought about ordering this time. Some things that I would use in my household, So a couple of things that have been really fun. It comes in a big orange bag at your front door. And so I'm used to the boxes, so this is kind of fun. I always have a problem getting with paper towels inside my windshield of my car and getting down deep in there. Well, I ordered one of these, found out, Mark immediately said, oh my gosh, you can base coat some big surfaces with this, and it even has an extra cover, all right? So it moves around any direction, but I planned seriously on this. I thought maybe I could do that, something with crafty, but I thought about my car and how easy that was for me. Another thing, I just was interested. So, I mean, for less than $10 to get a fun rug, this, I just had a couple of friends over and they went, I wanted to try that, but I wasn't sure it's good. So I want you to see that this is a big rug. Okay. So it will go in front of your whole sink. And I like roosters. There's another one that's just roosters without rays and shine. My husband goes, I'm surprised you got that, but let me show you. It's very cushioned. All right. And in front of the sink, it'd be good. It's got rubber on this side. So it's really nice. And I think this was like $5 or something when I did it. So that was a fun thing. And besides that, I felt I'd like to paint those roosters. All right, so we're still looking at things that are not like totally in the painting world, but this was $4 and something. I've seen it different prices, and it's a big storage. Like if you had lots of folded blankets or pillows, it would be good for that. I've got a garage that I have stored lots of stuff in, and I wanted the biggest one because their big is sometimes, I think, not as big as I want it to be. Well, I want you to see that it opens up really big. So guess what I want to put in mine? I want to put canvases that I painted. And it's like a portfolio, but it's just to keep them clean and not beat up. And it's got, watch this, it's got a zipper that goes all the way around, and it makes a nice big storage. All right. So the other thing I thought about is I have all these wreaths that I've been making for spring and fall and Christmas, right? So let me show you. This will hold them really good. I even have some wood ones I painted. So look how big this is. It's very big, works really wonderful to fill up. And I got this color in this design because I thought I could paint right on top of that, like a pretty rose spray or whatever. So big. So that's good, right? And so that was something that to help organize myself. So I want to share that with you. It's made of that heavy material that they make our shopping containers, right? So at with our shopping bags at the grocery stores, right? So it holds up really well. It's got the really nice handles on it that are stitched in really well. Okay. So on both sides, so you can pick it up and carry it. And that's an argyle type, black and white, goes in a lot of places, even if it's all storage for your closet. But I'm filling it with canvases that are full of the painted canvases that I have that I need to keep in one place. All right, this is a refrigerator glass shelf set. I think there's 4 in here. But see the dimples on this side? Well, immediately my friend said she does mixed media and she wants to use this to make a design like bubble wrap on the painting. I had a better thought. I wanted to get it. If it didn't work, I could just put it in my refrigerator. But I wanted to have something when I'm doing ornaments or pieces where I base coated and I don't want the edges to touch. If you put it on this, it keeps it lift up so the ornament edges don't stick to the paper or whatever you put it on. So that was my idea, and it'd be easy to lay out a whole bunch of them. All right, are you with me? Now let's get into the crafting world. Now I got this apron. It's too hard for me to put it on right now. I'll show you, but it just goes right over your head and it is small. All right, it's one size. There's pockets, but the pockets are right under my breast. And it's because it's my size. So if you're small, that's no problem. All right, and your arms go through it. I'm not putting it through my arms. But see, I just want you to see where it hits. All right. And these are a little high, but I could still put things in here. You're going to take your arm and you go through each one of these. Okay. And that it fits. And I'm a plus size. So showing you that. So it protects all the front of you and a little bit of it going over. But what I thought is really good for kids too, if they're doing painting classes with you. But I thought would be really nice as these are fun to paint. You can take them to the shows, paint a pretty spray on it. And it's just an easy, quick apron to put on. So what I decided for myself, I could still use it so that I don't mess up what I've got on. It's not too tight, feels comfortable. It's out of just kind of like lighter than duck cloth. Just wanted to tell you that. I have some fun things to share with you too, as I was getting into the scrapbooking for the papers so that I could Mod Podge them on and then hand paint on them. Well, what I want you to see is there are some single prints that would be that way. I also thought this was bigger, so be sure that you're looking. I thought it was going to be 12 by 12. So be sure instead of a 6 by 6. You need to make look for sizes really well. I'm pretty good about sizes for clothing, but look, there's some beautiful prints in here that I was really pleased with. All right, so really pretty flowers and mushrooms and different signs. And these are really good if you're doing mixed media because, oh, there's some other designs. So you can take and paint those backgrounds. That's what I always liked, simple backgrounds. And there's an owl. So this is called Serenity. So we have a place where you can just click on it. First time buyers get a great discount by going on. And some of you, there's a special right now where you can get $100 worth of merchandise. And so if you click on what I'm sharing with you today for that $100 coupon, then you're going to have your first experience to be wonderful. All right. So I got a few more things I'm excited to share with you. And then I'm going to paint a little bit on it to show you. So I ordered one of the watering cans. That's a nice size. You could put a fun little bouquet in here. But I want you to see you can actually use it. It's usable. So it's a nice little bright colored enamel watering can that I want to paint on. Then I got a whole set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 keychains, and they're all wood. And so I thought I'm going to paint a little cute thing on here. Very inexpensive. I want you to try those. And many of you have done the ornaments I told you about. And then also for my crafting world, I've got these little bottles, and you put the little rubber thing here on the bottle. And by the way, I tried and tried and I couldn't get my tip of this bottle into this little thing at the end. And it's so funny, I got to share with you. Ooh, that popped right off. All right, so if I put this on here, all right, we're going to put it here. We're going to put our paint in it. We screw this on, and guess what happens? This is the tip right here that goes on top of it. And I did it backwards again. All right, so, all right. So that keeps it just like that. Now, when I tried to fill it, this came with 5. All right, well, I tried to fill it. I have to be careful about filling it, but it's going to last a long time if you fill it up. All right, and then this is when I finally went, right before I came on, I went, I know how it goes on. It's not this end, it's the other end. And so you want this on there because that's going to keep that from getting clogged up. And that's going to be good. I'm going to show you how thin and pretty that does with our folk art acrylic paint. All right, so these are my jewels I'm excited about. This had a picture so you can put it together. All right, I would spray paint this if I wanted it the color, but this natural wood's pretty good. All right, and it pops right in quick. All right, I had it together in 5 or 10 minutes, really. And it holds brushes, and it can also hold pencils. All right, so the thing I liked most about this, I don't want to lose anything, is that it has all my size brushes, from the really big ones, even the new handles in my new brush set in the kit. All right, so here's the big one, and stencil brushes even go in here. So isn't this great? It holds a ton. I didn't count, but it holds a lot of brushes or pencils or whatever we're going to do when you're wanting to do crafting. Okay. And so that to me was a good buy. And I was a little nervous about the big one I wanted. All right. So, and I got it, of course. And there was pictures in the first one, which I tried first, but then this one, no picture. So I contacted and said, now what, help me, please, help me put this together. So it took my friend and I together 15 minutes by, if you go on the site where you order it and there's other pictures to look at, it shows you how to put it together on some of them. But on this one, I just want you to know, I was okay though, because I couldn't find what she was talking about. But while it was wonderful, look, I can put all kinds of stuff inside. What happened? See the little drawer? We, in about 15 minutes together, looked at this and went, okay. So I want you to know, the only thing I wasn't happy, it holds our bottles really good on down here. But I was wondering if we could put, see, I can't figure out, maybe some inks or some glues or something, but something that goes in these smaller holes. All right, so there's a lot of smaller holes, so I don't know if you have any ideas for those. If you do, let me know. But our bottles fit in this top, and then our paintbrushes go all the way down so they stand up really nice. And there's layers here. Can you see that? There's layers here and 2 doors. And one little trick about putting it together, if you start on its edge like this, okay, I don't know if you can see. If you start on this edge and then you line up all of these on the 2 ends and put them together, all right? Then you're going to come back here and put the back on, all right? And then when you're putting the back on, there's one divider. See this piece in here? That divider? It slides through and it fits all of the places, all of the shelves, plus divides the drawer. Okay, and then we found the drawer to be really easy. All right, so we put the front on last because you can sit, oops, and do the sides and bottom. But listen, one little trick is you snap it like that and you can hear it pop when it puts it together. And my friend was afraid it would wreck it, so she would just use her fingers, but you really have to hit it with the palm of your hand. Okay, so how fun is that? Just let's figure out all the good things we can do with it, right? Okay, so now what I want to share with you is a little bit of painting. So I want you to check out my discount. It's right here. You can go look at it. We're putting it on the screen, and that's for for trying out Temu. If you are a new viewer, that's going to be really good for you. And where did I put my paint? But I can tell you, I've ordered some clothes. Some of them I'm really happy with. A lot of my students are happy with. But if you see a print that you like, usually it's printed on a different substrate, and that works fine for most people. You can just look, and the sizes are pretty much what they say. But and a lot of us, we bought up to be bigger sizes, and we didn't need to do that. But I'm just telling you, overall, I think I'm really happy with getting the crafting and some little things to help me around the house. And I even got a shield that keeps the squirrels from running up and eating my birdseed. That cost $4, but it was worth it. All right. So let's look at this. I'm always liking to show you, excuse me, a little fun trick to do for our crafting. And so I wanted to paint something to show you how. Excuse me, Michelle, if you could take this out. Okay, I wanted to show you something really quick to use on these little guys, and then show you how to put the little tip applicator on. So I'm going to come in here with violet pansy and wicker white. And I'm going to just come around here and do, let's see if you can see this, do a little flower, 5-petal flower. And I got to redo that little stroke. Try and do it on the screen in front of you. All right, so we put a little teeny flower. We can add, let's get a small brush and add a couple of leaves. And then just little rosebuds. You can do all kinds of them, and people like it because it's just a little personalized piece. Okay, and then I'm going to take the handle of the brush, put a little dot in it, and we're done. So I just thought there's all kinds of cute little things I can do there, and I can write a little message on the back with love, and give that to them. All right, and these are really fun things to do with your students. Some of you have students that you would like to give a fun little item to, and I just thought, especially with special occasions, anybody who's got a birthday this month, I have painted you a keychain, and that's what my sweet little friend Christy does. She says, everybody pick out a keychain, and she did them diamond dots, and there are all kinds of birds and butterflies and fun. So I just pull out the paint I have left over when I've been painting and do a lot of fun little piece, with a little bit of paint, a few little designs. Okay, so then I want to show you that we're just going to come in here, and I just flip this. So I want to come in here to this, and I wouldn't be holding it, I would be sitting it down. So you're going to tap, tap, tap to make sure the paint's down there. And we're going to come right here. See if I can see. Oops, put little dots. See the little dots there. Or what's fun about this, I don't know if I can do it where you can see it, is I can outline or write on here fun little sayings too. Okay, so if you put green, you could do curly cues. But what's really fun is what I've done before is I have taken and put little bits of edges on each petal, and it gives you a whole different look. Isn't that fun? So there's our little bottle. It's for any kind of painting we're doing where we want to add texture to it. And be sure that you put your little cap right back on it. And it's the reverse of what I thought it would be. And if you keep it around on the bottle, it's going to stay really good for you. All right. And so let's paint this watering can. I just wanted to share with you a little bit. Let me take off the paint. I'm going to put some little green in here with a little bit of white. These enamel watering cans, there's cutting boards, there's all kinds of just pieces of wood that you can paint instead of on a canvas, which makes it really nice. All right, so make sure that there's an app on Temu that you can get, and it makes it really easy from your phone. And so when I'm sitting and waiting for carpool or whatever that you might be doing, I waited the other day in the car for a while. I was able to get on Temu, and oh, I know it was storming. I didn't want to get out. And so I sat on Temu and found some things I wanted to try. So this is very easy to paint on. It's very smooth. And then I'm just going to do some little daisies. So this, I just did these recently on my YouTube channel. So I want you to see, I'm doing 1, 2, I'm going to do like a clock. And then I'm going to come back and fill this in where I push and lift, push and lift. Now, that's a big daisy. But let me show you some little skinny little daisies. All right. And I can do a second layer on top. And then I can come over here just on the chisel edge and just do white. And I am going to have fun ordering my little plants and planters in my backyard with this. I can come in here and put dip dot, the yellow center, and multiple dots there. See how cute that is? Very simple. I also would like to take my handle and do, I can wipe it off too because it's like glass, it's easy. All right, so I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And see, it gets smaller as you go. And I can also, I do stripes on here sometimes. Okay, can you see this? Where I'm just going right across and do some striping. All right, so water cans, planters, there's frames. All right, so the other thing I just need to let you know, besides what I'm sharing with you now, there is all kinds of categories, from crafting to sewing, for makeup. I got some really good makeup and shadows, stuff that I really thought, I'm going to just check it out. So the best thing to do, and most of my friends said, I spend about $40 at a time going and checking things out. And so I said, I just spent $129. And they go, what the heck did you buy for that much? Because you have to buy a lot to buy that much. But I bought some for the 75 people that are coming to my convention. And I wanted to put some goodies in a bag that we're giving them. And so there's all kinds of fun opportunities for you. If you're having parties for kids or my grandkids or whatever, if you're going to the beach, I was getting a big beach towel that covered, it's a blanket, so that we could lay it on the beach. There's all kinds of fun things, from clothing to shoes. My assistant, Michelle, got some slip-on little sandals that she loved. And so look how fast that is. I love enamels because you don't have to base coat it. And the cool thing is indoor outdoor. So is our paint. You don't have to wipe it off or base coat. I mean, you don't have to base coat it, but you can wipe it off if you're not happy with what you do. When this dries, it stays permanent. And so it's wonderful. So I hope I was informative for you today, that I inspired you to go try some things. I have a couple of other things I got for the house, which were very wonderful. The only thing, there's some things that were sizes, and part of that was I didn't look at the size. Now there were some itty bitty watering cans, so I made sure I get the biggest size that they were selling. So hope that helps you. Be sure to check right here on the video, and it will tell you exactly the codes to use to get the $100 special and anything else that you would like to do. And that's offered to you will be right there. So go check it out, and I'll see you next time.